Are we in recession? Are we about to head to depression? This moment right now is a moment in time you will look back on, and you needed to have taken advantage of this. This is all about transference of wealth. This is where the next millionaires and billionaires are created. Right now, right here, today. But you have to listen to the right information and know what's going on. And that's not very easy right now. A lot of people are saying all kinds of rubbish. So we're making this video in a live broadcast, and I've called it Don't Do This. What am I talking about? Well, all afternoon, while I was out walking as well, I was reading, I was listening to some audiobooks, and I was listening and working out what exactly is a recession, what is a depression, the Sahm line, many have called that, we've broken the Sahm line, and all the rest of it, and those are on YouTube, like Meet Kevin today, saying that we are in recession, it's all bad, doom and gloom. That's the title of the video, but he waters it down as he gets into the video and reminds you to buy his training program. We're not doing any of that. Our training is for free, by the way, and there's no discount code because it's always free. You need to understand right now could potentially be the bottom. And what I'm saying is I'm not going to mess around and take 20 minutes to get to the point. The point is, don't do this. Many of you have already done this and switched out. Don't do it again. You got away with it. Some of you did. Most of you lost. A few days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we started a rotation. Rotation was when we know that interest rates are coming down. When interest rates come down, the small caps benefit from it most. Everyone dumped the main caps, the mega caps. It's where the sell-off began. Went across and bought the Russell. The Russell boomed. Now the Russell's being sold off again. Why? Because it's made up of junk stocks. It's made up of rubbish. And what you should not be doing right now in a recession, if we are in a recession, and we'll cover that in a second, is buying rubbish. What you want is companies that are inflationary proof, or at least better than others. Many will talk about gold. I don't like that. It doesn't do anything. It just gets parked there. It's the very opposite of selling off the high tech. Just everyone buys gold. Once again, lemmings jumping from growth to a growth asset just because everybody will buy it. It's a bit like a popularity contest in crypto. I don't do it. I only buy great businesses I can hold forever. Now then, so people dumped the stock, they bought the Russell, now they're getting out because all those stocks are in huge danger now. Because are we entering recession? Will we enter depression? Have we crossed the Sahm line? God knows what else. Those companies are in huge danger of going bankrupt. Now, not even if they are underperforming. The fact is they won't be able to raise any money because everybody will start dumping the stock and there'll be no value in the stock, and they won't be able to raise money because their market cap will be so low, they won't be able to attract new attention. Right now, you do not want to be buying cheap rubbish. Do not run around trying to find the cheapest binky bonk crypto coin, the cheapest binky bonk business with rubbish balance sheets, no cash, nothing. What you want to be doing now is buying inflationary proof businesses. Are we entering a recession, depression? Wait for that. I'll come on to that in a second. But let's have a look. What is an inflationary business? An inflationary proof business. Coca-Cola. There's one. And it's up. And by the way, as I open these windows, I'm making this live, I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm saying it before I read it. That's how confident I am. All right? I've got a tab across the top of my computer, and as I go into each different asset, as I open it in front of you, I see it for the first time. So I said, before I opened it, Coca-Cola. This isn't guessing. This isn't a surprise. This is because I read the balance sheet. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be right. Now and again, there could be an exemption to that rule. I'm about to do it again. Right now, I can't see J&J. I wish I could prove that to you, but I'm going to tell you now, I bet it's up. Boom. There it is. It's up. I swear to God, I could not have seen that. It's across the tabs. I open it as I see it. These are inflationary proof stocks. I've been telling my members for weeks to buy J&J. It's a $200 stock, plus it has a great dividend. But it's also a leader in the S&P, which is what I own, right? Inflationary proof. Oil, not so good. Oil is going back down again now. A lot of volatility in oil. High tech, I haven't opened it. I'm predicting Tesla's down. Boom, Tesla's down. Why is it down? Too expensive. You want inflationary proof. This is not. You also want value. This is not. Great business, don't get me wrong, but it's not a value company. Do not buy it. Do not run to stocks like this. Let me find one. Do not run to the low caps, the rubbish, FFIE, and go, oh my God, I can buy a car business for 29 cents. Let me buy a load of this. Rubbish. They will go bankrupt. ASTI right now has dropped, and I swear to God, I didn't look at that before I saw it. ASTI, all of this stuff, it doesn't matter how bullish we once were, is going to zero. Many of these companies will not be able to get funding, will not be able to get a refinance, and interest rates will start coming down, but it will take a year for them to feel it. This is why some people say that rates are too late in coming down, that we are going into recession. Now, what does a recession mean? There are so many weeks that you have to be down, blah, 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 to say we're in a recession. Depression is even worse, all right? It's when we get deflation, when we go the other way from inflation. All afternoon, I've been on the phone talking to people, reading, studying, all the rest of it. No one actually knows whether we are in recession or not. Meet Kevin will tell you we are. He knows. No one knows. And the reason why nobody knows is exactly the same as when we say we're in a bull market or a bear market. People want to come on and tell you we're in a bear market and then we're in a bull market. Nobody on planet Earth can tell you we are in a bull market until a number of weeks have gone by and we're up. And same with a bear market. You can say we're in a bear market. You can say what the bloody hell you like. Everybody says stuff. No one knows what the bloody hell they're talking about. The fact of the matter is, and I've spoken to some hedge funds today. I've spoken to some seriously well-connected CEOs. I've spoken to my connections on Bloomberg, and we do not have a unanimous agreement whether we are in a recession. So scrub all the nonsense that YouTubers are saying. Let's get back to the numbers. What can we do to make money and get through this and guarantee we're going to make money in the future? Because this is a pivotal moment for everyone. This is the morning before the dawn. This is the time before the rate cuts. We've gone all this time after COVID rallying, what we're doing, rates up, rates down, rates up, rates down. Now it's about to happen. It's a few weeks away. I said it 18 months ago, it would happen in September, the summer of 24. I've said it's going to be half a percent. That's what's going to happen. And then we're going to get a rate cut every single meeting after that. And it could go on for 6 months. And the reason for that is it takes time for it to be affected by the business. So we're going to get a rally. We are not in a recession. And how I know we're not in a recession and we're not in a depression is simple. I just look at the businesses that I own. Are they going backwards? Are they growing? Do they have a good balance sheet? Are they strong and defensive? Can they grow in the future? And the answer is to all the businesses I focus on and the ones that take the 30% of the S&P in growth, that's what I mean, they're all going forward. If you're thinking right now, I'm going to run out and buy the Dollar Tree, the Poundland and all the rest of it, that's cheap, that's good, that's where everyone's going to go, wrong. You're making a huge mistake. What you should be doing is buying that. You should be buying Amazon, because Amazon can crush all of the Dollar Trees, the Dollar Generals, the Poundlands, and all the rest of it. This company is recession-proof, relatively. Nobody is, right? But this business has the power, the AI, the technology, the investments, the cash, all the rest of it to crush the Dollar Generals, the Poundlands, and all the rest of it. They'll be gone. This company will grow exponentially, right? So I'm owning that. I own that. I own that through the S&P. Apple, booming today. Apple is one stock that is up today, nearly 2%. This company has a very different AI strategy, and it's paying off ahead of the others. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, theirs is going to be bigger, but it will take time. This is being realized earlier. That's why they are up. You could hedge into gold. People saying, put your money in gold during recession and bad times. Rubbish. It went up and sold straight off again. It doesn't do anything. It is right to hedge with gold. Nothing wrong with owning gold. I wouldn't buy it. I've owned it in the past. I think it's boring, pointless, doesn't produce anything. I'm not interested in buying gold, right? I understand why you might, if we've got just a normal, average, general sort of flow, bull market, and you want a little bit of a hedge if on a down day, all right, buy a bit of gold. That's not a conviction to buy gold, though. Not now, because now we do not have a recession or depression at all. We have huge potential on the horizon. So, the name of this video was today, do not buy the crap. Do not buy the Russell. And was I right about the Russell? Everybody jumped in, tried to make a bit of money, and then they got out. 1 or 2 days, now they've got to pay capital gains on all those profits. So in fact, they've made no money. Now they're trying to work out what to buy. So they're buying something else cheap. Rubbish. Don't do it. It's very, very easy. So let me bring this video to a head. We are not in a recession, certainly not in a depression. Can we go into a recession? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't see it. The people that I'm talking to who are not trying to make YouTube videos like others, just telling me the facts, they're my friends. No, there's no evidence for it. The companies that you own and the ones that lead your S&P, this is what they're telling me, are all doing well. 76% of those that have reported earnings have beaten on earnings. All good. American economy is overall strong. And when I talk about the economy, I don't talk about the money for the man in the street. I talk about the money for the businesses, the strength of the businesses, okay? These businesses are what we're investing in right now. So, for me, this is a golden opportunity. This is everything I've worked for 3 years coming together now. And if you think there's any doubt in my mind whatsoever, remember, I've not watched every single financial YouTube channel in the world, obviously, but I've watched a lot, and I've never seen anybody yet show me their bank account, their actual bank balance, their real money. Well, that's what I am doing here. And look how much I'm in. There is my main account. There's my Roth. There's my overall balance. It's still holding above 100,000. Why? Look what I've done. I'm all in on margin. All in. And I bought some more again today. I am now the next round of millionaires. You can be here with me. This is not financial advice, not telling you what to do, but you can clearly see I'm doing it. Now let me explain why, and I've got lots of videos I've recently done this today on this subject. My target is $1 million, okay? So I'm buying the future stocks today because I know they're going to be up in a few months. I know that. I have got no doubt in my mind. I also know rates are going to plummet. Right now, my margin is costing me, if we look at it, I'll show you, it's costing me, look here, 6.55%. Let me bring it up there. Can you see that number just there? 6.55. It's already dropped from 6.75 2 days ago to 6.55 because I was at the higher tier. It's already dropped. Not that far away, actually, from going down to 6.25. Maybe I'll get there. Right? Maybe I'll get there. All right? That's pushing my luck a bit, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. If we drop a bit more, I probably will. Now, consider this. Consider this. What if, when the rate cuts come in September and we go down 0.5%, and then October, another quarter, then November, another quarter, then another quarter in December, my margin is going to be down to about 3.5%. And 2 years ago, margin on Robinhood was 2%. 2%. On average, the S&P makes 10 to 13% a year, depending on how you calculate it. I buy the dip so I can maximize to 13.7. Okay, so let's say we get down to 3%. I'm making 10% by buying stocks on margin of the good quality companies. That's on the normal basis. However, I'm buying on dips, huge dips. Today, a huge dip. This whole week, a huge dip. So what will happen, there'll be a recorrection and we'll jump up 5% just to get back where we were, and then my 10 to 13% on top of that. So does it matter that I'm in margin right now? No, it doesn't, because the rates will come down, the rebound will happen, then it will continue, and for the next 5 years, at my current rate of earnings on YouTube, I'll be paying it back. Hopefully I'll grow, earn more money, pay it back earlier. But if not, it doesn't matter, because the rate will be so low, the cost of my margin will be so low at that point that I basically am buying the future. Haven't we all said in our lifetime, I wish I had all the money that I'm ever going to earn in the future now? Because if I didn't spend it, if I spent it, I'd be bankrupt. But if I put all the money I'm going to earn from now until the future, right here, right now, in the S&P, I will be a millionaire in 2 or 3 years. Or you can just, what normally happens, earn your money every week, every month, whatever it might be, and you just keep adding as you go. And of course, the prices keep going up, inflation keeps going up, and ultimately, you're always chasing, trying to achieve your goals. So I put it to you as I finish this video that we are not in a recession. We're not going to be in a recession. And even if we are, the recession through history, because there's many of you will go, well, it normally does this, and in September it's a quiet month, and blah, blah, blah. So blah, 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 once again, normally recession over history dictates a bottom. So if we are in a recession, which maybe we are, I don't think we are, this is the bottom. There could be a couple of percent more, maybe 5. I called it at 10, we're down about 5 and 6. Maybe there's 4% to go. Do I want to wait for it to drop another few percent? Or do I want to be in? Because as it explodes, when it does turn, it'll explode. You won't even see it. It'll happen overnight so quickly, it'll be too late. Am I bothered about 4% more, trying to catch the bottom, timing it, or just get in, time in the market and start the clock? I started the clock yesterday. So there you go. We're not in recession. We're not in depression. We probably will never get there. Meet Kevin and others are talking absolute rubbish. Nobody actually knows, and no one can predict one way or another, whether it's a bull market or bear market, until we've been in it for a while. What's the good of that? You've already missed it. For me, I'm all in. It's difficult. If I wake up on Monday morning, it's down another 10%. It's like, oh God, I'm down to my last few dollars on margin. Do I buy more? Yes, I will, because I know the numbers make sense. Is it going to be difficult? Yeah, it is. But when it turns around, my portfolio is going to absolutely explode. And I'll never have to sell anything. Because if I buy crap, I've got to sell it and get out. I can own the recession-proof businesses until I'm 90 years of age. There you go. That's what I called this video of today. Don't do this. Don't sell quality and buy rubbish because it seems cheap. Do the very opposite. Look for the quality, recession-proof stocks. That's what I'm doing. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm doing it. Thank you very much indeed. You know I'm trying to raise millions of dollars now for charity. Click above my head for my music channel. I need 10,000 subscribers to turn on YouTube giving. Please help me with that. It would be a massive help, and I'll do a fundraiser for your charity. Click below in the description to find more information. Over here and over here, you'll find my margin video if you want to know how margin works. This is not financial advice, but I tell you all the pitfalls. I've experienced it every which way. Go and check it out. And down here, I'll put the road to $1 million. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.